What's going on, guys? I'm Zachary Gray, and today we're out here in North Carolina looking for some snakes. Evening time is a really good time to drive out here, and hopefully we'll find some stuff tonight. Let's go. While exploring the back roads of coastal North Carolina, there's a whole stack of different snake species you can see. During the summer months, most snakes start coming out onto the roads right at dusk, just to heat up on the gravel or concrete before heading out to hunt for the night. It's peak reptile hour right now, so as the sun goes down, the snakes will start to move. Have a look at this. It's a cottonmouth. This right here is an eastern cottonmouth. Eastern cottonmouths are very much like the western cottonmouth, but they have a lot more banding, a lot more color to them, even as they get bigger. They kind of keep their baby colorations in a sense. Still the same white mouth, fat little snake, but they're pretty much just a water moccasin. But this is kind of like a subspecies in a sense. Now, they look a little bit more similar to the Florida moccasin than the western, because they do have more of their colors. There are some slight variations to them. If I get bit by this snake, that would be a really, really rough ride, could even kill you. But they don't have the most potent venom out of all the snakes. You know, it's a pretty halfway decent venom, but it's not super, super potent. Just like all pit vipers, they've got pits right on the front of their face, and they can use that to sense warm-blooded animals. However, they'll also be eating a lot of frogs, other snakes they'll eat out here, and even things like lizards and smaller stuff like that. So they're a really cool snake. I see these guys all the time back home, but this one's a little bit different because it's here in North Carolina. It's an eastern, so very cool snake to see. And we're just gonna leave this guy to crawl off the road. Very cool. See you, buddy. The last moments of dusk are perfect for many snake species that won't always be out at night. There was one snake in particular that lives here that's crossed my mind many times, one that isn't necessarily common here. And at the last moments of sunlight, we actually found one, an eastern kingsnake. No way! Look at this! Check this out! This is an eastern kingsnake. That is insane! This is my first one ever. In fact, this is my first ever king snake that's not a speckled king. I've only ever found speckled kings back home, and this is the native king snake here in North Carolina. This is an eastern king. Check that out. Unlike the speckled king, these guys have a more whitish gray coloration, and they don't have it all across their body. They'll have bands, blotchings, and sometimes they'll have stripes, but that's a less common thing, and that's more of a regional variant in certain areas. A nickname for these guys is the chain king snake, because their banding looks like chains. So cool. Look at that belly. They kind of got like a black and white mixed belly. Now this isn't a full grown one. These guys get 6 feet long, full grown. And this one's about 3.5, 4 foot. That is beautiful. Look at that snake. That is insane. The face looks just like our speckled kings back home. King snakes have a very, very noticeable face. If you look at them, nice cute face, a little smile to them. Black and white color is beautiful. Now these guys are called king snakes because they eat other snakes, and many snakes are given the title with king in it, kind of to say that they eat snakes. Of course, many other snakes eat other snakes, such as moccasins, rattlesnakes, indigo snakes. But king snakes will eat other snakes, and king cobras will eat other snakes. So it's kind of just like a nickname given to snakes that will eat other snakes. Now these guys live from around the Florida area, Alabama, Florida areas, all the way up the East Coast. On the west side of the mountains, you're going to get kind of black kings more or less, and then on the east side, you're going to start getting the eastern kings. This is just an absolutely insane thing to see. Evening time just started. As you can see, the sun just went down, and the best time you normally see these guys while you're out hiking, and they're a completely safe species. This one hasn't even tried to bite me, hasn't musked once, so they're not a problem with people. They're really great to have on your property. They mostly eat mice and rats. They'll eat lizards. They'll eat pretty much anything they can get a hold of. But that is just absolutely insane. My first eastern king. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That is beautiful. He's got a little red tongue. That is an insane snake to see out here. All right, guys, well, this has been a beautiful snake, my first one, and we're gonna go ahead and put it back right now. It's sitting right here. It's kind of aiming this way, so that's where we're gonna let it go. Here you go, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo! First eastern king snake. Let's go. Well guys, we really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking for more in the future. That's all for today. We will see you guys next time.